Good afternoon. It's time for our weekly update. So I'm going to tell you what's due tomorrow night, what's due next Friday, and a couple of reminders. The only thing you have due this Friday night is Learning Curve number 8, because next Friday, in addition to Learning Curve number 9, you're also going to have the relationship analysis. And that's what I want to spend a little bit of time on the update. You have the entire assignment, but I want to point out a few things. Number one, it needs to be a relationship that you have participated in, not one that you watched on TV, not one that you saw with a friend. It needs to be one that you have gone through by yourself. You're going to take one of three different theories. There's NAPS, relational development and deterioration. There's Altman and Taylor's social penetration, and Baxter and Montgomery's relational dialectics theory. Now, each one of these has its up and downs. The one students tend to like most is NAPS because your textbook has it a little differently than most. Typically, it is 5 stages up and 5 stages down. I have attached a document with those all 10 of those stages since your book does it slightly different. You can use either one that you want if you want to go through NAPS. But if you use NAPS theory, you need to make sure that the relationship is ended at least once. Because we all know that you can break up and get back together, and some people do that all the time, like every week. But in order to go through NAPS, you need to have terminated the relationship at least once. And you can start over and get back together if you want to later on, and that's not part of the paper. Um, for a relationship that you are currently in, relational dialectics works the best because it's about the tensions in your relationship. Social penetration can work for any relationship. And again, this does not have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be a work relationship. It can be a familial relationship. The last thing I want to just point out to make sure you don't forget is that one of the things you need to have in the paper is one communication-based recommendation that you could take away from what you learned from this relationship that you can use going forward in other relationships. And you need to be pretty specific. So, for example, I could have listened better. Well, we all could have listened better. Identify what you weren't listening well, how you were listening, and what exactly you could do better. That would be a better answer than just, I need to listen better. So the last thing is just a reminder that in the end of this month, February 27th, is when your group project is actually due. So let me know if you're having any difficulties getting in contact with your group members so that I can try to assist in that if I need to. Otherwise, you guys have a good weekend, and I will give my next weekly update.